You wish to fully accept yourself without harsh judgment about who you are or your past. Here are a few excerpts from the course. A first excerpt on playing big, putting an end to inner criticism. How to differentiate it from inner censorship. Here are 4 tips. Tip 1. Internal criticism makes defining judgments. When constructive criticism asks questions, opens up, takes an interest. 2. Internal criticism cultivates the binary thought black, white, good, bad, possible, impossible. While constructive criticism sees the world in a multitude of colours and possible options. 3. Internal criticism keeps bringing up past and problems, while constructive criticism seeks solutions for a future it envisions as positive. 4. Internal criticism has an anxious or even aggressive tone, while constructive criticism is calm or even playful. A second excerpt on practicing self-love, taking care of yourself.
We started with a complicated question: how can I gain self-esteem? To come up with a simple question: how do I take care of myself? So, to encourage you to experience self-love, experience taking care of yourself, I recommend to sit on your throne in your royal clothes and the scepter in your hand, and to breathe. Here are some ideas and advice addressed to the sovereign in you. Tip 1. Stop criticizing yourself right away. Send to oblivion any aspect of yourself that blames you. A sovereign does not allow himself to be criticized by his subjects. You can hit the ground with your scepter and say, "Guards!" and the critical aspect of you will be removed from the throne room. The sovereign does not castigate himself. He assumes what certain aspects and subjects call his weaknesses, his imperfections, his shadows. He lives with what he is, royally. Tip 2. Take care of your body without condition, without asking it to be more like this or less like that.
A third excerpt on bouncing forward from failure.
How to play down the fear of failure. Here is an excerpt from The Theory of the Stool by Joel Berger. An original solution in 7 steps to play down the fear of failure. When your attention is overly held by fear of a situation you dread, 1. Consider the worst. Make a disaster movie. For example, your boss gets seriously mad because of the poor quality of your work on a file. Or the recruiter kicks you out saying, "You are terrible, you wasted my time, how dare you apply for this job?" Or the business you started collapses and you have huge debts. If envisioning the disaster scenario scares you so much, breathe. Take the time to find your anchors. Remember that no man died. Imagine this disaster scenario happened to a very good friend and not to you. A friend who always knows how to bounce back. 2. Take the time to look at the consequences that this terrible situation would bring.
Want to know more? We are delighted to accompany you on the course Self-Acceptance. See you soon.